The reason why I love pasta is just this idea of craftsmanship. It's one thing to be able to throw a steak on a grill and cook it, but this takes years and years to like really get, and hours. You have to kind of love it. What we've done, I think, and what we've been able to do is take things that are really sort of familiar to people and make them feel like, oh wow, I've had this before, but like, why is hers so much better? We're in the prep room at Lilia. You know, this was our first restaurant. We have limited space. So this sort of became pasta room, prep room, pastry station. A lot goes on here. Over there, someone's cleaning sardines. Over here, they're making pasta. So a lot happens in this tiny, tiny space, and they have to work really closely together. So we're making malfaldine. This is like #1. Malfaldine was one of the first things that went on the menu. You can see this is sort of a thicker shaped pasta. It's got these ruffles. It's like a lasagna almost without being wide. And it just has this like bite to it because of the ruffles. That's really extraordinary. And the key to sort of our malfaldine is making sure that you pull it or else it won't be straight and the ruffles don't come out right. So I always sort of pull. Jose's been with us for 9 years. He was my very first hire in the kitchen outside of the chef. Started as a dishwasher, learned pasta, and now he really runs the whole room. And then after this is done, they'll extrude it all, they'll weigh it out in bunches, and they'll dry it. The malfaldine, that sort of is one of the things that put Lilia on the map. I had never seen malfaldine in this country. I really had it, and I don't like to give myself credit, but I will. That like it's on every Italian menu now. I don't know if this like is a false story, but I was told many years ago that Italy started making malfaldine to sell for people to take home because people were going in and saying they had it at Lilia and they wanted to make it. The extruded pasta takes a little longer to cook. It usually takes about 5 to 8. Still very al dente. In this pan, we have just a little water and butter. This is gonna cook in the sauce for about 30 seconds to a minute. So you wanna do it a little under, give it time to really marry with that butter. So this will get finished with Parmigiano Reggiano, a lot of it. So you always wanna do your cheese kind of at the end, off the heat, so it doesn't clump up and it doesn't break up. You see how you're getting like a little creaminess there? It's coming together. And then he's gonna finish with pink peppercorns. Pink peppercorns are like a really floral peppercorn. All right, goes to the plate, gets a little more cheese, a little more peppercorn, and that's it. Literally 3 ingredients. We are in the dining room of Lilia. This is the heart and soul, the kitchen. We intentionally built an open kitchen. We wanted sort of this interaction between guest and cook. And then sort of what the foundation of this kitchen was built around, our beautiful grill. And most items in some way or another, if it's not pasta and it's not cold, is coming off the grill. Here we do a ribeye. We only do about 7 a night. What we do is we hang them over the grill and baste them the whole time with a rosemary garlic butter. They're not smoked by any means. It just kind of lets them hang and absorb everything that's going on underneath it. We take these to about 90 degrees. We pull them, and then when you come in and you order it, it goes on the grill. It gets finished cooking, sliced, basted with more butter, a little sea salt. That's it. You know, I thought Lilia was gonna be this restaurant where people from across the street came, they sat at the bar, they had a glass of wine, a bowl of pasta, and a salad. I think what happened is Lilia became very popular very quickly, and it was very hard to get into. So once they were there, they're like, well, we're just gonna order the whole menu. My friend one day challenged me to make a new dessert, and I had all these ingredients at the pass for other reasons. So I came and I got a little glass of soft serve. Start with a little honey, olive oil. This is a Sicilian olive oil, sea salt, and my favorite, Fennel pollen. And there you have the one and only Italian job. My brother lives in the suburbs of Chicago, and he sends me a picture one night of a menu that says Gelato di Lilia. He's like, they have your Italian job on the menu. It's like cool to have something that people that like resonated with people so much that like they want to replicate it. We opened Lilia and Missy 2 years apart, a mile apart. People will always say like, I like Lilia better, I like Missy better, and the ethos of the food is the same. The ingredients are exactly the same. This is the pasta room at Missy. This starts at 6 a.m. These guys are here, between 3 and 5 of them every day. They make every single thing by hand here. This is our egg dough. So this is egg and 00 flour from Italy. Right now, he's gonna sheet it for tortelli. The tortelli here sort of started with your classic ricotta and spinach filling. So I reversed it. I made it more about the greens than the cheese. With my fillings, they're different because they're really smooth. Like none of my fillings are ever chunky. This pasta, I don't think there's a table that comes in here that doesn't get this. They're doing about 100 orders a day, 17 pieces per order, every single one made by hand. So all shaping is about like dexterity. Look how fast she is. I just want you to watch her before you get me doing one every 30 seconds.
It's actually very similar to a tortellini. So this would be how you would do a tortellini, but this is also the biggest difference between the tortellini shape and this shape. Everything happens the same except for the end pinch.
These cook for a pretty short amount of time, and the place where you're looking for the cook isn't here, it's here, because this is your thickest place. All right, so we just start with like a little garlic, add a little butter. This is really a butter sauce. Butter and pasta water are two of the most important ingredients in our cuisine, and you want to just emulsify the butter into the pasta water. And that garlic will kind of sweat out in there, perfume the sauce. And then they're just going on this plate. I always wanted this very tiny pasta bar in the likeness of like a ramen bar where you come in, it's super tiny, you have a very limited menu and a real focus. I love cooking vegetables and I love cooking pasta. So we decided to do a restaurant that was gonna be a very limited menu, 10 vegetable dishes, 10 pasta dishes, and gelato. All right, so we're moving on to vegetables. As I mentioned, vegetables are half of this menu. This is one of my favorites. Every menu of mine has artichokes on them. I love them. I think they're versatile. This is probably one of our highest selling. These get cleaned, they then get braised, then they get drained, cooled, then they get opened like pretty little flowers here, and then they get grilled. I grew up on them. My mom kind of always made like those steamed artichoke. In hindsight, like really boring. Again, I just wanted to find ways to like showcase what this vegetable could be. These come off of the grill. I kind of just pile them gently as we go. A little lemon juice, acid, very important in my cuisine. Makes them like just pop a little bit. I use a lot of salsa verde too. I use a lot of herbs and aromatics. And then just a little mint leaf. There we go. Artichokes. All right, bye.
Bye, Chef.
See you later. Have a good service.
Thank you, Chef.
I'm gonna go to Misipasta now and check in. So we're in South Williamsburg right now. We're walking over to Misipasta, which is about 3 blocks away. I also live in this neighborhood. My business partner lives in this neighborhood, and most people in this neighborhood oddly know where I live. Williamsburg, I like to say, chose me. I never had any intention of being in Williamsburg. I cooked most of my formative years of cooking in Manhattan, and the dream was to sort of always have a restaurant in Lower Manhattan. And then this space came along. If anything, it actually seemed like an interesting opportunity. Yeah, I love it. I never thought it's something that would be important to me or that I'd care about, but now that I've lived here for 8 years and Lily is 9 years old, it's been really exciting to kind of walk down the street and know a lot of the people who come in, and we're also serving the community. We're at Misipasta. This is my newest baby. This is our retail store mixed with sort of an aperitivo bar. Come in, you can shop, take stuff home, cook it. We give you all the tools to cook our food in your house, entertain like we do, and get everything you need to do a full dinner. You know, the goal for me and for us isn't to open more Lilias and Missis. You know, Misipasta is something that I can see in Manhattan and I would love to see in Manhattan and expand that brand, but I don't dream about it anymore. It's just like I've found success and I'm really content and I like my little village here.